They're a bunch of raptors.
Is that a kangaroo? Nope, nope, it's Barry. Barry's sticking his entire self
Whoa!
outside the wall.
Oh boy, oh bad, oh boy, it bad. Yep.
Can you say something else?
Aim for the legs, aim for the legs. Oh
Hey,
boy, oh boy.
what's going on?
Unpleasantness. Alright, are we gonna, had to reload, my bad. Good. Okay, good news. Pinky and the brain are alive.
Oh, I see.
So, as I've just proven, I can in fact be a responsible gun owner.
Oh, shooting into the birds again! Come
no,
on!
I did not do that. I made it a point to aim for the legs, so that the spray of the shotgun would only hit the raptors and not the birds, which were sufficiently attacking from the air so as not to get caught in the blast radius. So guns, yes? Gun adventures?
I think we were making floors.
No, I meant in real life.
Oh. No. Actually, you went camping with me that one time. Why didn't you play with the guns with the rest of us?
I clearly was not around at the time when guns were being played with.
Did you leave early or something?
Yeah, I don't think I did overnight. I think I said screw it, because my tent was being rather sucky.
So I went and purchased a very expensive tent that's like small house-sized, huge-ass tent. And then COVID happens, and he's like, let's not hold the camping. And he's held it since then, but I haven't gone since, and I've been sad. I really like camping, and I wanted to try out this huge house-sized tent.
There were 3 Argentavis saddles in the saddle chest. How nice.
Yeah, I got you all. I had enough for everyone. Alexa, remind me in 2 hours and 30 minutes the frogs.
And now we have leftovers because there are fewer ever ones now.
Well, I do have eggs, first of all. Second of all, stop killing the Argentavis.
Look, there's Pinky and he's saddled up.
Hmm.
Where'd the brain land?
Rotunda.
Do you see the brain anywhere?
No?
Oh, there he's on this rock.
I should bring the anteaters upstairs. That'll clean things up.
So many anteaters.
If the anteaters were upstairs, that would clean things up. Also, stairs. I should make some stairs for the 2nd floor.
Could help.
You're a juvenile, though. Ah! Look at Uncle Ben in his saddle! What is the brain doing? Land! Land! Thank you. I don't like that constant flapping. Okay, so you're back?
Yep.
Can we make the floors now?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Ankylobiter. I found Rotunda. I don't know what that is from that I'm referencing when I say it like that. Is it Adventure Time? With Billy?
I have not seen Adventure Time.
Why not?
Because I haven't seen most amazingly popular things.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Heck, why do you think I'm only just now seeing Steven Universe? Heck, I'm only even suffering through that because of how ridiculously popular it was.
You've only just now started seeing Steven Universe?
Yeah, and
And you don't
man,
like it.
no.
So, originally, the way I interpreted Steven Universe was that they were just two species living on the planet. Just two random species. How far along are you into the show?
Far enough to know, which is why I claim that they did not plan a lot of this crap out ahead, or else their behaviors and reactions don't make sense.
How so? Can you elaborate?
It's more of an in-the-moment thing.
I don't understand your reasoning.
Connie's mom has definitely held the idiot ball once or twice.
The doctor?
Yeah, sometimes it's like these people seem to understand, yep, they live with weird magic aliens in the neighborhood, and sometimes they're like, what the heck is weird magic? That's not a thing.
Yeah.
It's like, look, it's either commonplace or it's not. You can't have
It's
both.
not.
It's like,
It's not
here's an
commonplace.
oh, I know it's not commonplace, but it's also in their neighborhood.
It's
But
not.
a particular episode, it's like, lady, how do you confuse two arms stuck to each other for a human? You're a doctor, and you're like,
Oh, that episode.
how does it's strange, my patient has no heartbeat. I can't find a pulse. It's like, lady, this is just two arms attached to each other. You either live in a world where magical crap happens, in which case,
She doesn't.
okay, I guess I can see why you're confused that there's no vital signs, but you should at least recognize, oh, this is a weird magical thing. Or you don't live in a world where magical stuff happens, in which case you should be like, holy crap, what am I looking at? I'm going to run away now, because it's just two arms stuck together. But she's like, oh, this is clearly a human being. It's like, no, there's no circumstance where your reaction makes sense.
Okay, but I don't understand what that has to do with this.
No, this is more about how the gems behave. Then again, they've been around for thousands of years. But
So for the longest time, I've assumed that Greg was just a caveman. Because Rose has healing powers, so she just took a caveman and kept him alive with her healing powers. And that's why he's so old and horrible now, is because he's dying without Rose.
oh,
But that's not the case. I was sad about that when that turned out to be not the case.
I never considered that.
What? Why not? Look at him! He looks like a caveman! I say, looking like one myself.
I mean, some people just look like that.
I know, I do.
You don't gotta be mean about it.
Hey, no, I'm being mean to myself here.
Alright, well.
When I had the full beard in college, I was not... You stand me next to a caveman and you could not see a difference. Anyways, yeah, I just thought that's a cool plot. He's a caveman.
Well, that would have been a little too cool for the show.
I know. I was sad by that. They gave him an actual background. Sad.
It's a little silly that Steven can solve anything by talking to it, but then
That's
again,
kind of the point of the show.
It's a kid's show.
No, the point of the show is that he's able to solve anything by talking to it.
That's the point?
Pretty much. At least in my opinion.
There's way too many episodes of that show for that to be the point they're trying to get across, because like they should be a little more succinct in that moral, if that's what they're going for.
That's what every fucking episode is.
So, here's a weird thing. I'm gonna talk at it. This is Doomsday device. I'm gonna talk at it.
Yeah.
Here's space. Here's evil space Nazis. I'm gonna talk to them.
Oh, you already got to the space Nazis?
I'm now aware they exist. But nothing's happened with them beyond the fact of, oh look.
He hasn't talked to them yet. That's why.
That's true. Only one of the He has converted one of their agents, though.
Technically, you mean
Peridot.
Peridot?
Yeah.
Everyone
And
loves when she was spinning around in the toilet.
And all he had to do was talk to her.
Yes?
I mean, that one at least makes more sense because that's just a person.
They're all just people.
Okay, yes, the Doomsday Weapon was nothing but thousands and thousands of people.
Oh,
And-
yes, that one.
And he just managed to mind meld with them all, and Doomsday averted.
Well, they wanted to find others.
They were others.
Yeah, they didn't realize that.
They didn't realize that they were a they.
Yes.
And not in the gender neutral sense, but in the plural
Yes.
mind hive being sense.
Again, it's a children's show. Okay, what's attacking us now?
That's an Argentavis.
Oh, okay.
Sentry gun took care of it.
Oops. Yeah, whatever. And all of the stone you harvested is gone.
Yeah, figures. Wasn't all that much for how long it took. Just be sure to use. I threw away all the mortar and pestles. That's fine. Just be sure to use the chemistry set so we get the good return on it.
What?
The chemistry set actually gets a better crafting rate than the mortar pestle.
You can craft stone foundations with a chemistry set?
No, but like for cementing. Oh, sorry. You weren't. You were just doing stone foundation. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking you were gonna do cementing paste or some other jazz with the rocks.
No, not much jazz here.
They also seem to be pretty regularly surprised about the things Steven can do, where it's like,
Do you know what Steven is?
Yeah, he's a half-breed.
Okay.
He's basically a human with his mom shoved up in him.
Do you know... What do you know about that?
I probably read it on a wiki at some point, but just from the show itself,
Sure.
they're gems. They are their gem. Everything besides the gem is just for looks. They are their gem. Steven is a human, and that's his mom's gem shoved up
into there. So
yeah, he
that's
basically is his mom.
That's impossible, and everything Steven does is surprising. So I don't know what you're going to have to complain about. Everything Steven does is surprising, no matter what.
Okay, again, there's varying levels of suspension of disbelief. There's the broad strokes of just the basics of the universe, just to let the show happen. Okay, but then there's the now within the universe it still has to make sense though. Okay,
it doesn't.
fine.
That's the point.
Magical space gems, fine, whatever, I'll take it. Space gems and humans boning down, fine, whatever. But then they're like,
how
can Steven do this thing only gems can do? Because he's half gem. He's got a freaking gem. How can he do things only humans can do? Because he's half human. How can he fuse with humans? Again, he's a human and a gem. Gems can fuse with things. He's a human. Him fusing with humans should not be a holy crap. How can this be? It should be like that's a neat trick, half-breed.
Yeah,
That's
no.
cool. That's a cool
Half-breeds aren't a thing, and they're impossible.
Well, it's only him, yeah. But even so, it's like, this makes sense, given what he is. It should not be oh my god, what's going on?
But it is, oh my god, what's going on? It doesn't make any sense.
It makes as much sense as anything else in that show.
Anyways, the author who wrote the show, she said that Rose researched human physiology, and she reshaped her gem form to have the components needed to produce a baby.
That's about what it would take, since again their gem is all they are, and everything else is just whatever they feel like. Hooray for solid holographic shapeshifting or whatever the heck. And they don't seem to be particularly limited in that. I mean, heck, one of them turned into a helicopter, which I don't know when they decided to go from, you know what, here, make a big form versus, okay, let's be a little more fancy with our forms, give it appendages. Okay, how about hair? You know what? Let's give it entirely moving parts and
Do you want
the machinery.
spoilers?
So for her to say, you know what, I need a uterus. I'll just shape a uterus into myself. You know, fine, whatever.
Do you
Go
want
for it.
spoilers?
I imagine I already know them and have simply forgotten.
I
read up on the wiki before I watched the show.
Amethyst is one of the more advanced gems.
I thought she was a well, darn near a reject.
Well, yeah, but her subspecies of gem is the more advanced ones. That's why she's able to shape like that.
Shouldn't they all be able to? Since it's just, well, again, that goes back to
Some of them don't have the control.
I'm not a fan of Pearl's personality half the time.
Pearl's personality is the worst.
And it's really inconsistent with I think the traits they want her to have, but then also the whole, okay, but if she's a Pearl and they come from this whole caste system and they're thousands of years old and their whole society is very much about, hey, this is your place, this is what you're for. And well, Pearl doesn't exactly go against that, given she's got a metaphysical hard-on for Rose.
Metaphysical.
She's very much quite enthused about her role relative to her superior, but she's also the annoying bitch who's like trying to be a know-it-all and think everyone else is doing it wrong. It's like, Pearl, you're a Pearl. That ain't your thing. You aren't the amazing know-it-all in charge. You are in fact the servant who just sits there, shuts up, and does what they're told.
Well, to be fair, if you go by the caste system, the Pearl would be the highest ranking one there.
Only by virtue of being the prized servant of someone even better.
Yes.
It's
Of
like,
the god.
yeah. It's like, yeah,
Prized servant of God.
It's like, yeah, you're the head butler. You are definitely in charge of all the rest of the house staff. But you're still house staff.
Yeah, but as far as they're concerned, all the other gems are house staff.
Okay, fair enough, yeah. That's true. Which, yeah, okay.
Hey, can you make some more of those cheat chests, cheat troughs?
They're infinite troughs. You only need one.
The range
you
isn't reaching over to the other side of the
Of our
base.
entire base?
Yes.
Really? Excuse me. Alright, that's what I got here.
Because I say this because a juvenile dodos died when I was first testing things, and I was like, why? And I was like, they starved to death, and then I found out it's because they didn't have any food.
Horrible. Horrible, horrible.
Well, it's good that it was dodos.
Auto baby.
I'm glad that it was dodos instead of something important. Like our very few raptors, which we now have less of because of a certain wall breakage.
Oh, yeah. A certain wall breakage.
A certain one.
Well, it couldn't have been my fault because I was not at base at the time.
Couldn't it have?
No.
Who's the one who made the walls?
Uh-huh. And understand. Okay, so I made the walls. Now look at how many walls are still standing. So what percent of those walls are actually still successful? That's a pretty good success rate, wouldn't you say?
Any failure is a failure for all.
Oh, okay. It's like that, is it?
Yeah, because if they die, they die. How is there a success rate if they're dead?
Well, the death is dependent on how you react once the wall has a failure.
And my reaction was killing the alpha raptor, the alpha
You know-
T-Rex. It's dead.
I was killing some Argentavis earlier,
I
but
do
apparently
know.
what was focused on was the death of different Argentavis, even though the thing I was trying to do was achieved.
What?
So I feel like these goalposts are just kind of shuffling around, depending on.
Aha.
Yeah.
So purposefully bringing out things to die is the same as defending.
I don't purposely bring out things to die. Just to
What else were you doing out there?
go into volcano, exploring, hunting. It's not purposeful death. I have a very risky line of work, and sometimes my field assistants have accidents.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Most times.
Yeah. Anyway, come get your troughs.
How many did you make?
2.
Okay. That should be enough. One for the left side, one for the right side.
Yep. Figure we get some triangle action going on.
Where did you put them?
I was gonna wait for you to walk over here and I throw them in your face.
Preferably not the face.
Oh,
Not
okay.
the face! Yeah, I've been manually feeding these scorpions over here. It's been annoying.
I bet. You know, for a show that's all about talking, they're not very good communicators.
They're not.
And a lot of their problems are because they don't actually talk or communicate.
My god, I fucking hate that.
And then there's a whole episode whose resolution was not talking about it.
What do you mean?
So, you know how Steven's just a complete screw-up?
Go on.
Well, maybe he gets better. So far, he's a complete screw-up.
In what way? Oh, because he can't use any of his powers?
If it weren't for the fact that he is some silver-tongued, I can talk my way out of anything, half alien god. Aside from his ridiculous powers, he's just a complete screw-up. Like more is like as
interesting perception
as a personality and behavior. Oh, skeleton raptor, cool. So, for example, one of the earlier episodes. They're going to some temple. They didn't want Stephen to come. But Stephen,
yes, because he's awful.
Being
so instead of that, he brings a hamburger backpack.
Right. So first off, they didn't want him to come, but he whined until he was allowed to come. Second, okay, fine, you can come. Your one job is to hold onto this thing. Instead, he grabs like 50 things from his room, forgetting the one thing he was supposed to have. So again, he's an intrusive, whiny screw up because Stephen.
I mean, he is a child.
Yeah. I'm not saying there's not a reason for him to be a whiny screw up. Just saying that's what he is. Again, maybe he's different in later seasons. I'm only somewhere in season 2.
He does age, but
it's
mostly
not
because
much,
of the war.
These seasons seem to be like 50 to 100 episodes each. It's like, wow. I think South Park has,
they
like,
did have a lot of
episodes.
episodes each season.
I'd like 50 to 100 episodes of South Park, but apparently we only get 6 now.
Oh yeah, because they don't want to. In fact, last season, their advertisement said, "Cancel us, please." That was all their advertisements. They said, "Please, God, please cancel us."
Well, I mean, that's one way to get out of a contract.
And then, whenever asked about it, they would be like, "New episodes are coming out this March."
Yeah.
Uh,
Anywho, so yeah, Steven's good old screw up Steven. So he screws up, and the temple is lost, destroyed because
yeah, but they
he
don't
couldn't.
care because whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah, they don't seem too keen on it at the time. Well, they're also kind of chill about it because it's a kid show. Of course, they're chill.
And it's just a temple, whatever.
Yeah, it's just this super important thing that they were making a big deal about. Way, way later, they decide, you know what? Actually, the temple's fine. That was all a pile of lies. The thing you were doing actually didn't mean anything because, like, we would trust you with something important. Kind of a thing.
Sounds right.
Because like, yeah, he's a screw up, and they know he's a screw up. So like, okay, we'll give you. Here, let's do a real thing now.
Oh, that episode.
And they make here's some actual trials to, an actual real challenges for realsies. Definitely real.
Definitely.
And so naturally he discovers, oh wait, this is also a pile of lies and bullshit. In that episode, even though it starts off with he's upset that they're just basically lying to him and treating him like he can't do crap.
Well, because he can't do crap.
Yeah, they do have a point, yes. He is a screw up, and aside from the situations where he gets lucky with his super awesome space magic, he's a screw up. But they just do it to him again. They bullshit him again, and then he finds out, and they don't resolve this. They don't talk about it. They don't have their little come to Jesus moment or the intervention, being like, look, we gotta talk about this and stop yanking each other's chains and living a lie. It's like, nope. He's just like, you know what?
Yeah, he's fine with living a lie.
Yeah, he's like, I'll just not tell them that I know that they're all lying and screwing with me.
Yeah.
So
what's your
he's
problem?
lying that they're all a bunch of lying to each other people who can't communicate worth crap.
Hey,
which is
hard
a little
to raise
weird.
A kid.
When the whole moral of the show is everybody talk to each other and you can solve things that way.
Well, Steven's the one who's talking to people to solve things. The other people have no communication skills.
And communication takes both sides. Very
It sure
famously.
does.
If only one side is communicating, you ain't communicating. It only takes one side to mess it up. It takes both to succeed. That's why it's difficult.
Get in the Pokeball! I hate when they wiggle.
That's what she said?
That's a weird thing for her to say, but okay.
Yeah. You may have trouble getting appropriately edited YouTube videos out of this stream.
I mean, this stream we're not really doing much, so.
I mean, if you erase all the racial bits and then all the Steven Universe bits, what do you really have left?
People like including racial slurs in their videos. It adds content.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not those people, but.
Racially slurring Steven Universe. You know, somewhere out there, there's a fanfic for that.
Sure. I wonder what a gem slur would be. Rock? So you know the Game Grumps?
I mean, they did seem to code Garnet rather.
Oh, they sure did.
I mean, all the gems are coded rather feminine, but Garnet is then also. I mean, that's an afro, clearly, right? That's got to be an afro.
Garnet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about. Yep. Garnet definitely has an afro. I thought you were talking about the episode when all the amethysts were making fun of Amethyst.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Oh shit! All the good Amethyst.
I
you know how
like
Amethyst is a reject?
Yeah.
Well, all the non-reject ones come by and talk about it. No, I don't think they do. No, they don't mention it. Never mind. They're just like, hey, sweet, another amethyst. What's up?
High fives all around.
Oh, yeah. Well, what? Chest bumps. Chest bumps all around. They're amethysts.
They don't seem to have breasts, so
I said chest bump.
Right.
A very gender-neutral thing.
It is.
What does the breasts have to do with anything?
Just on the fact that they're a genderless species, but they're coded feminine, but not coded female.
I mean, to be fair,
there's no boobs.
Humans are female when they're first developing.
Sure.
It's a much later development in the human development for them to turn male.
So there might be male gyms in the future. They could evolve into dudes.
It's not quite what I meant, but sure. Amethyst, she shapeshifts into a guy to be a wrestler.
Is that shapeshifting into a guy, or just, slapping on a bunch of masculine whatnots? Because, being a pro wrestler, get the muscles, get the hair.
I think that they use male... I think they said he.
I suppose all the announcers are... Yeah, they're more used to people and humans. It is a persona, so it could be any old thing.
Not being human is definitely cheating, so I'm pretty sure she didn't let anyone know.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Male false identity, why not?
Oops. In the corner. Whee! Okay. Oh, God!
What?
I turn around and there's a dead bird directly behind me.
Did one of the cats leave it there as a gift?
No, I guess it was shot down. I heard something get shot down. I didn't think anything of it. It's just that I turned around. Dead bird, right there.
Nice.
Okay, so let me know if you find any cats or any scorpions just wandering around, and don't include Thaco.
I mean, there's 2 saber-tooths right here.
What?
3 of them, actually.
What? I just checked there.